Hey folks, Father Sumbutik from CG here. Our studio asked to update the previous version of carbon fiber we did earlier. So it is updated now, and we're going to use this one for our production. And the previous one will be in our repository, but we're going to use this one from now on. And the link will be in the description. You can download it and use it for your own use. Alright, so let's see a simple demo here. So first of all, there is a texture coordinate node. You need to plug it with Eevee. Okay, object will work, but sometimes it may give you some problem. Something like, on the object has some discrepancy here. So that's why we're going to use Eevee. Okay. So another thing, let's start seeing things. The global scale by default is 1. So it will be something like that. So let's see the things here. So you can globally scale it up, scale it down, not a problem. So now let's see the difference. X repeat, this is the X repeater. Okay, you can repeat it up a little bit. Okay, and there is Y repeat. You can repeat the Y as well here now. So yeah, so now you can create very fine grain material here. So let's go for 1 and 1.5, so like that. So it can create a a traditional circular pattern here as well. So we can create it like that. Okay, so the ratio is fixed now, so which is good. Okay, other things, let's see other things. Pattern soft edge. The pattern soft edge is basically, you can soft edge your pattern. Okay, you can harden your pattern, you can soft edge your pattern. So something like that. Okay, you can do it. So there is wave repeat. This is the repeater. So default is good. There is noise scale, which means suppose here. Okay, it will scale the noise for you. Okay, so like that, randomized noise. So we're going for 50. Okay, and what else? Thread color. So thread color, this is the black one. Okay, and this is the white one. So you can use any highlighted texture here as well. So just this. Okay. Also you can use something like, actually we were doing some experiment with it, and we need it in our production as well. So you can do position value with the geometry node and let it compile. So something like that. You can use a rainbow pattern or something like that. Okay, so here we go. And other things are bump strength, that is 0.2. You can use 0.1 or even 0.5, 0.05 here as well. Okay, it will work. So other things are clear coat. Suppose if you have clear coat, you can do it like that. Okay, let's strengthen the bump a little bit here. 0.2. There we go. Okay, and clear roughness, coat roughness, clear coat roughness. It will get the roughness for you. So that's it. So the making of is really large. So if you want to see it, you're welcome. And if you don't want to see it, you can download it from our repository, and the link will be in the description. And thank you. Alright, so first of all, let's create a new material here. I'm going to name it carbon fiber. There we go. And now let's create a texture coordinate node, and we're going to plug it with an Eevee. So let's see, here we go, this one. And I'm going to separate the Eevee channel here, separate XYZ, and let's go for X, and I'm going to create a combine XYZ as well. So let's create that, and I'm going to connect X, Y, and Z. so we're going to manipulate it later. Okay, so now let's create a magic texture, and let's give this the parameter depth 0, and I'm just going to go for this, and let's go to the factor, and here the parameter will be depth 0, scale should be 100, and then distortion, and the distortion should be, for now I'm going for 1 or 0. Yeah, let's go for 0 for now. So now we're going to change some parameters with the vector values. So let's create multiply node first, so that is math node, and I'm going to create it with this, and going for a multiply 0.5, and we're going to also create another multiply and connect it with y. Okay, so what it does is basically we can now manipulate our UV here to create the parameter. So for simplicity, we're going for another multiply, and this will be connected Shift E here, and we're going to name it 1.5, and there is also another multiplication, sorry, not this guy, it should be connected with X, and this will be the value. Yeah, and now we're going for another multiply here, and this will be also connected with this, and this one will become 3, so it will be divisible right now. So let's get a value node, and let's connect this value here, and actually sorry, it should be here, this will be disconnected, and this will be disconnected as well. Yeah, there we go. So now this is our global scale. Okay, so we're connecting this value and this value, and these are the other values, that is X and Y. Okay, and the Z value will be Z. So now this will be our global scale, this will be our X distortion, and this will be our Y distortion. Okay, so I'm going to go for 1.5 and 3 for now. We will change it later, and the basic value should be 1, something like this. Okay, and what else? Okay, now let's go to the magic texture depth value, and here we're going for another multiply node here, actually math node. So this will be multiply. I'm going to connect it with the distortion. Okay, so it will be the softness of our values. Okay, the softness, and we're going for a 0.1, and by default now we can soft it up, and the pattern can be softened up here. So that's how we can work with it. Okay, now next is let's create a color ramp here, color ramp, and let's connect it here. Okay, in the color ramp, what we're going to do is basically, let's see, this one. So I'm going for ease, and I'm going to change this guy as position of 0.4. So by this thing we are creating the pattern to create that checker texture we had. Okay, let's use something like 0.5 for now to create a clear vision. So let's go for 0.4 actually. Yeah, so that's how we can create our checker pattern here. And here we go. Okay, so we'll take it later if we need to. So now we are going for let's create the roughness. let's create the roughness. So go to principles, and now let's go to here and let's get the color information to roughness, and the base color for now we're going for black. So now it looks like this. Okay, there you go. Something like that, something like this. Okay. Okay. Now let's go for yeah, let's create noise texture as well. So let's create noise texture, and for this noise texture we're going for a scale parameter of 50, detail 0, distortion 10, detail 0, and this vector should come from combine XYZ we had from magic here. And now we're going for let me see, we're going for color. And now what we are going to do is basically we are going to mix RGB, and let's give it the factor, and let's mix it up with black and somewhat gray value. So now what we're going to do is basically we're going to create another mix, and this mix will be factored with this color ramp. Okay, and the secondary color, that means the top color, should be the noise color. So now what we will get is this good mask. Okay, so let's use that. Okay, and now what we're going to do is basically we're going for base color. So this will be our base color. So let's see it in BSDF. So here it is. So let's save this guy, and I'm going back. Alright, so now we're going to create a wave texture here as well. Wave texture, and for this wave texture we're going for a vector which should come from this UV. So let's create this UV vector, and for this we are going for wave texture. So let's go for bands, and this should be saw, and the scale, let me go for a multiply node. So shift A, multi, and this is the multiply, and I'm going for 500 of multiply, and let's connect it with the scale, and this value should be the value from our global scale value. So this is the global scale value, so I'm just going to create a global scale value here. There we go. Okay, press shift to merge them all together. Let me connect it from here. There we go. Okay, that's all right. So what it will do is basically it will create this guy. So I'm going for distortion of 8, and now we're going to create the roughness with this guy, which is this guy. Okay, the color ramp. So I'm just going to create it with this wave texture. Pretty gigantic node setup here. Yeah. Okay. So let's create our mix node, mix RGB, and this will go with the color ramp should be in down, down, and this color should be in here, and this will be a difference. Let it clamp factor 1. So now this will be our roughness instead. Okay, so let's say it, let's compile it. There you go. So now we are seeing the textures and things like that. So it is coming, it will come. Let's see. Okay. So now we're going to create another mix node, shift T, and this will be not different clamp. This will be overlay. it will also come from the Scala, and the wave texture should come from here as well. So this will become our bump map. So let's get a bump node, and let's go for height, and let's go for normal, and the strength should be 0.1 for now. Okay, so let's save it, and I'm coming back. Alright, so we did a wrong, it should be 50. Yeah, and what we need here is basically we need a RGB curve here, and let me curve, RGB curve, and for these we're going for an S curve here, not S curve, crash curve. Here we go, something like this. Okay, so it will become a fiber for us. Okay, there we go. Let me tweak it. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so now things are pretty much it. So if we go 100, it will create this kind of fiber. So I'm going for 50 here because we also have a scaling factor here. So if we go to 1 now, you will see this. Okay, so let's save it, and now it's hopefully it's time for packing. Let's see. Okay, I guess that is it. So now let's pack it up. So for this we are going to use Eevee as well. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to use it like Eevee and object. So let's select everything except this, so, and accept this, and let's group it, Control G, save it. And now first of all we are going for a global scale, so let's make it like this, press N, and let's start packing it. There we go. So this will be global scale, default value 1, minimum infinite, minimum actually 0, maximum, okay, not a 1, so it should be 1. There you go. Not 0, actually minimum should be 1 as well. Yeah, so yeah, just like that. Now let's go here and let's delete this guy. So let's save it, and this one will be the X repeat. So let's name it X repeat, and this one will be Y repeat, Y repeat. And this will be minimum will be 1, and this minimum will be 1. Okay, and next we need, let me see, this one with the magic texture. So let's name it pattern soft. So pattern soft edge. Okay, default value 5, minimum should be 1, maximum should be 10. And what else? Let's see, this one is wave texture, so this is the wave pattern we have. So let's give it, it's a huge node. Okay, so this will be wave repeat. Okay, this one, and this is the thread scale. So that means texture or noise scale, something like that. Noise scale. Default is 0, maximum is infinite. So let's see. Yeah, so like that. Okay, let's go for 50. And what else do we have? Yeah, color, that is thread color 1, thread color 2. Thread color 1 and thread color 2. So there will be a normal, so normal strength or bump strength, huge, not huge. Okay, there we go. So I'm going for bump strength and clear coat. This got clear coat. Okay. Pattern soft rate should be 100 here, and the global scale minimum should be 0.1, although not recommended, but yeah. Bump strength, I think by default should be 0.2. Yeah, 0.2 is much more decent. Anyway, so that's it. All right. So that's it. I'm Father Sambutik from CG Virus, and we're going to see you next time. Bye bye.